This is Breanna Rutter from howtoblackhair.com, and I will be teaching you how to do the micro braid hairstyle. To begin, make sure that you use a comb to part the appropriate size of hair that you want your braids to be, because with micro braids, you have to do very small parting to pull off this look. So what you want to do is part a very small square on your head, and then once you've done that, you're going to make sure that it's detangled and you're going to begin braiding. For demonstration purposes only, I'm going to be showing you how to create a braid using blonde braiding hair, but for my braids I will be using black hair. So make sure to insert one of your hands through where your leg is of your braid and use your pincher fingers of your other hand to hold your hair in place. Now rotate your hand underneath. Open up your index finger and your thumb to pinch that leg of the braid that's there at the bottom. So that way, as you're braiding, you're going to add your real hair onto that specific leg of the braid. So now here up at your scalp, take your free hand to hold the hair, your real hair. Open up your index and your thumb to grab your hair, and then you're going to begin braiding. Now, when doing individuals, you always have to rotate the hand that has two legs of the braid outward, so that way you can take your other hand to scoop up the actual leg of the braid that's underneath, as you see here. So now my right hand has two legs and it rotates out so that I can take that index to grab that bottom section. You got to do this back and forth as you do with each hand, so that way you can effectively create an individual braid. Also, to make sure that you really get this process down, it's highly advisable that as you are watching this tutorial, you're actually practicing it with your own hands and hair, so that way you can follow along and know exactly what to do with your fingers as you're braiding. So once you finish the braid, in order to have those neat looking micro braids, you always have to trim off the little bits of hair that sticks out from your braid. Now, at the very ends of the braids, if you want to add curls, you want to use very small cold water wave rollers to do so. The reason why you don't want to use sponge rollers is because as you pull it out the water, it's going to be holding too much hot water and you don't want to burn yourself. So for example, I've rolled one section of hair and I'm going to show you exactly how you do this actual sealing technique. So once you dip it in for a little bit, you take it out, squeeze it dry, and then you're going to begin unwinding the hair off of your roller. Never snatch the roller from the curls because the curls are still warm, and that's going to cause the curls to break up or loosen. So as the hair begins to cool, you can then separate it and trim off the very ends. And once you're finished curling all of your hair, this is how your micro braids will look. So now at this point, you can do a variety of styles with your hair. So for example, I'm going to be showing you how you can actually do a twisted design where you're twisting small sections of hair and pinning it along the way to create a look that you can do with these micro braids. So after twisting those three sections, you're then going to take the bangs in front and you're going to smooth those over and use bobby pins to pin that in place so that you can create this unique looking hairstyle. Because micro braids are very small individual braids, you can pretty much pull off any kind of look because you can make the braids take on any shape. You can make it look as if you have gelled down bangs because the braids are so small by simply swooping them over like that. You can even wear it up into a ponytail. You can do so many different things with the hair. If you want the curls to be looser, take wider curlers for actually dipping into the hot water, so that way the ends are a little bit more looser as you want to wear your micro braids. And then if you want them tighter again, you can always recurl the ends with tighter curling rods. Now for another style that I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to do a really sophisticated, beautiful curly bun ponytail. So what you want to do is grab your hair and you want to make sure that you put it into a ponytail by slicking the hair. Now, in order to slick the hair, you're simply smoothing it with your hands. And the secret to a very slick bun is to make sure that you form two ponytails. You form one with the bulk of your hair, and then you grab the rest of the hair and back to add it to the ponytail as you have just seen. So this is another style that you can do. As you can see, the curls add such a beautiful touch to your bun. It puts a spin on a classic bun because it looks like little bitty coils and curls are everywhere on your ponytail. When you're done wearing your style, taking down the braids is easy. Just make sure that you go well past your real hair to cut off the length of the braid, so that way you don't have to unravel an entire braid. Also, as you near the roots, you can just gently slide the hair out and it usually slides right off your hair. Thanks for watching the micro braid hairstyle. For updates on hairstyling tutorials, follow me on Instagram at Breanna Rutter.